Hello, my little thieves. It is Phantom here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I have no idea what day we're on. I forgot. So we're just gonna continue. You know, there's gonna be a lot of yawning this episode because it's only 9:30, but it's considered pretty late for me because usually I'd be ready for bed by now. But you guys don't care about that, and that's perfectly fine. So, hey Monica. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again? Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! Totally! Totally not messing with the game program or anything. You know, I just had the thought that she might be messing with the game program or something because she said earlier about saves and stuff and she was breaking the fourth freaking wall. Why is her blazer shinier than Yuri's blazer? You must have a lot of determination. I'm sure she does. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival! I've never been in like a school festival or anything. I've only been to like I mean, over here they don't consider it festivals. Over here they call it like just events and stuff, like Rag Day or something. It's gonna be great! Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of the school where we get to play and eat all the delicious food. I want some takoyaki, you know, those good stuff. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Yawn. I'm sorry, the second reason why I yawn a lot is because I don't usually read, so I feel like my body is telling me stop doing this boring bullshit. But I swear, I don't actually mind reading. My body's just rejecting the fact that I'm reading so much. Are you saying you don't like squid? You? Of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name. Monica. Monica? I don't know. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things, everybody. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm gonna be staring at the screen a lot, so, because I'm reading, unlike when I'm like, let's put these on. I can't go behind my headphones. There we go. Don't mind the glariness of my glasses. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. I never really wanted to wear my glasses on camera because I used to have thick rims, so they hurt when I put my headphones on. But now that I've got thin rims ones, it's okay. It's not as bad. I don't know why I had to explain that, but I did. There you go. Fun fact for you right there. Sayori shows me a big smile. Whew, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. I'd be worried too, because she wouldn't usually be like that. Come here, my mouse. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been practicing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Excuse me, I timidly approached Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Phantom, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging the rubber erasing up and down her desk. Maybe something's on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Phantom. You certainly know her a lot better than I. Yeah, but she's never like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know this is not your. I know it's not your problem, but it's my problem because I can't speak. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Phantom. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light that's turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not that different now than it's always. Fuck my English. Than it always has been. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna try and run through this. You're so funny, Phantom. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I don't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori sits. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have some fun with everybody else. Not that kind of fun. But it's impossible to know when she's behaving like this. exactly how much I do care about her. That I'm letting it, that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So, it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were worried. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. That it's really not a big deal. Wait, no, that wasn't Yuri's line, was it? It was my line. That it's really not that big a deal. Yeah, that is my line. I'm so stupid. Fuck! I didn't even read that one. You guys probably read it, so I'm not gonna go back for it. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I just have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive of you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading a little too much into it. Phantom, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that's the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Sayori suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression just is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something in yonder ocean. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even by themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware. You weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off the whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passed, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and do the same thing. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Oh, I still get to choose. Schools. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping for. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good! That's all that matters. Thank you, Phantom. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go and play with everyone else now, if you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Okay, that's a bit odd. Phantom, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me is nothing short of spectacular. I can feel the emotion. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. It never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at it sometimes. That's something you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Phantom, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. I don't. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it like that, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Phantom. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. And I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. I'm just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a different person, Phantom. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anybody else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I'm talking to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If any other person doesn't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make some friends. That's a lie. He was hoping to get a girlfriend. I know this for a fact. Come on. Come on. And I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We are friends now, aren't we? She puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghosts Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows, closer and closer. 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 I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warm before? Giving up on understanding, I laughed. Understanding is overrated. I touched his hand. The flickering stopped. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is ember. Finishing the poem, I started to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being critiqued, it was hard to figure out what this one was about. Oh, it said cryptic. It said cryptic, not critique. I don't know if I was even able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri has a harder time to speak than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge from Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate and respond to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form complete sentences. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah, don't worry. I think you did a great job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk about it again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so that I can put her poem away. Who next? I wonder. My mouth. mouse. My mouse thing came off. Haha. Monica! Hi, Phantom! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people! I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. I'm sure there's no pressure whatsoever. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would always make me happy to see. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica have the poem I was holding in my hand. Your style has gotten so refined, Phantom. Yuri has been teaching you a lot, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've noticed how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words in the past couple of days than she talked in a whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, Phantom. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You certainly put a lot of effort. You must really like her. Eh? That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day? Reading that edgy novel of hers? Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So, if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard on her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost, adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all has failed me, then all others have turned away. The legend is all that remains. The last dim star glittering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceased up to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The thumb of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and I cannot find an end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. In a hollow voice, I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we all seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers is the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind. So, That's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's very paradoxical. Because of how we feel. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I've noticed. It seems everyone in the clubs prefer writing something that is sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. If you're too shy to share your writing just because you're afraid it's not good, then it can be really disheartening to get lukewarm responses to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like that, like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Get! Natsuki elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, that was me, so I have to do it. Oh, maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. What the hell? How do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that kind of makes a point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, she holds her poem out like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. I just drew something very beach related today for Inktober. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears. It's diminished. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, you thought that left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathed in sunbeam and hold my hand. Washing your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my winding sail. And remember, the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome! No kidding, I miss the beach. I want to go swimming. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and come up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized what we wrote what kind about she picked a topic and we both and have us both write about it or whatever. I see. Something tells me the poem Yuri showed me isn't the one she plans to be sharing with everyone else. Of course, I chose not to mention that to Natsuki. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about simple topics and try to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, I don't like it. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing it once in a while. I think Mark is ending his stream. Or not. I'm just fucking wrong. And the very least, it's good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when you addressed the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori's always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the preparations. So, let's decide what everyone's doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. I wish it were cookies. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to print and assemble all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not like that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. Oh wait, my phone. My phone is dying. There we go. It's not dying anymore. Holy shit. That's scared me. I don't want my phone to shut down. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you now that she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. She's got a point. She's got a good point. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So, you can make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed and he stares at her desk in focus, starting nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Phantom. I'm the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you give them a hand. You could also help me out as well. I really appreciate that. That's Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't really mind the help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, there are some dirty work I can get you to do. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, so you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you could handle the baking on your own. Phantom may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist in decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Phantom to... What are you saying? That's extremely meticulous work. It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think, guys? Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Phantom to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I'm just saying though. Jeez. Can we settle this already? Yeah. Phantom, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I feel like I should help Sayori. She didn't look very good. She didn't look very hot today, so I'm gonna... I mean... If it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Are you serious? Okay, who the fuck do I help? Do I help make cakes or do I help with decorations? What do I usually do? I'm usually the one to do the decorations, so I might as well help Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most helpful. Me? Are you serious? Why would you, Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just a... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Phantom? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sometimes. So I think your assistance would be very helpful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be handling the baking yourself. I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little bit sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. So, you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'll be looking forward to it. Do you feel the same way, Phantom? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me! How about you, Natsuki? Natsuki, What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything! No! That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glanced between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Phantom picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at that. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she's already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori, even if it didn't work perfectly. I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everybody smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's go out of here. Get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start following Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be best, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be going to your house since I'm helping you out. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. That it's not like it should be matter much either way. So I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I can manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not really as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Phantom. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a while longer. I believe you. As if I took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna come to my house on Sunday? Even though I would prefer it to be to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, and then I'll have a good time. Okay. So, we are gonna save here and continue Sunday on the next episode. So, yeah, that's a thing. Something's definitely going on with Sayori, but we don't know what. And neither does the protagonist. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And suggestions for other games down there as well. And subscribe for more. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you, my little thieves, in the next one. Bye!